It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years, and our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Hello, everybody. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, let's dive right in. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, just about everything, Kate, but these are two such evenly matched teams. You and I know there's going to be 2, 3, 4 plays in this game that will likely define the outcome. That is the beauty of the NFL each and every weekend. Each and every Thursday and Sunday and Monday night, they come down to a couple plays. Who will they be? What will they be? When will they be? Tune in and watch.
Ball is teed up. It's their punter, Tory Taylor, to do the honors. And another Madden Ultimate Team contest is underway. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And his short game gets them a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Back to the well again. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Buying some time left. He's keeping it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
The running back gets it on the draw. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Touchdown, Houston! The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. They've got 1st down from the 31. Hill to throw. Escapes out to the left. He can run it. And he crosses midfield before going out. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Motioning left is their running back. Now Hill. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
2nd and 10 now. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. We're back for the start of the second. Saints have the ball and a chance at 6. A give left side to Jones. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Hill. To the right and hauled in by Jones. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Hill. Connection made to Beckham. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. And it's the Saints with a 4th and 3. Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. A 27-yard look here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return starts at the 9. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Rocky's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Willis now. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Here's Willis to the air. Moss hauls it in. And that will not be enough for a first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Third down from the gun. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Here's the snap on fourth. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. What a play to beat the defense on fourth down. It's 23 yards and a first. Willis. Toward Chase, but it's intercepted. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around and hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. Room to run right away. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Thomas. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, New Orleans. He'll drop to throw. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That is caught right side by Beckham. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Up the middle, here's Jones. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
Back to throw. To Not going for two, they'll kick the point after. He's got it. The Saints will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. At their own 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. Here's 2nd and 2. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and I'll tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay. He'll complete that to his fullback. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of the fullback. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll motion over Metcalf. He's going to run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. With it is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Fires left sideline, and is complete. That pass play good for 22. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This one into the hands of Beckham.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll go back to Odell. They connect again. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw again. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He gets free. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
An extra point attempt to follow. He gets it to go, and the Buccaneers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll let this one go deep for Thomas. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Johnson now to return. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 91 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The extra point, up and good. And the Bucs will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off he goes. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
That's good for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. Going right sideline and complete. 23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down. They'll try the left side with Jones. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Time will run out on him as he's taken down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll turn and hand this one off. Oh, the ball's out. Oh, but he'll gather it back in. 3rd and goal.
Sets up a first down and goal at the 4-yard line.
And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there as this has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. From out of the gun, he'll throw. This caught, and he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw. 1st down throw there is incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again from his own end zone. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he's going to be marked down up at the 12-yard line. They'll motion over Metcalf. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big play there on the scramble. 59 yards.
Yeah, this is one of those cases, Mike, that the defense is so consumed with locking down all the receivers that they lose track of the quarterback. And after realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball, he tucks the ball down and not only picks up the 1st down, he picks up a huge chunk play.
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. This one complete right side. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and will take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. His kick is good. And the Buccaneers have run out to a 24-7 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. First and 10. To throw, it's Rattler. Shaheed with the catch. Ho-ho! Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And he's pushing tacklers away as he takes it forward for a gain of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's Rattler. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And he's in. Juwan Johnson. Touchdown, Saints. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Grupe able to add the extra point, and the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Set, ready. Ready.
A good play action with Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And he will dive into the end zone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
Throwing now is Rattler. And that one is intercepted. Jair Alexander picks it off. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
On the set. Here we go, set. Ready.
On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Javon Bullard there on the tackle. Looking to throw, Rattler. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Corey Ballantyne.
Ready.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
Let's go. Set, go.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Let's go now. Set.
On play action, Love. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Ready. Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That complete to Jacobs. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after 1, it's the Packers on top. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Two first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10.
Set, cut.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Down. Set.
A second down throw for Love. Oh, a loose football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out, or it certainly needs to be protected.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Steel, black. Set. Drill, green. Ready.
They'll go for it. Love. He's going to look downfield once again. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
On the handoff, running left, it's Kamara. And he will get into the end zone. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
This returnable with Reed. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Set, ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the 17-yard line.
Ready. 52 blaster. Come on, set.
On second down, Jacobs.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Claw, 10. Here we go, set. Ready, ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. A gain there of 15. First down, Packers.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
Hut, hut.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Got it. Let's go now. Set, go.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Willie Gay with the stop.
Set.
Now, Jacobs. That would qualify as an angry run, powering his way forward. A pickup of 7.
10 cycles. Smash, red. Needle blue. Ready?
From the gun, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Now Rattler going to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
3-3. Down. Hut.
Throwing is Rattler. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And the Packers will take over possession here at the 44.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
On the set. Black shot. Set. Black ultra. Ready.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready.
Love to throw it on 1st down. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
A pickup there of 13. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Really nice job by this running back here, Mike. I don't think this play was blocked particularly well. I think it was a combination of his patience and then his speed around the left side to not only pick up the 1st down, but pick up good yardage while he was at it.
Trouble, 38.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Set, ready. Hut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now, faking the give. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Come on, set. Clause, 10. Set.
And they'll try it now with Jacobs. And he's going to have a Packers, and he's going to have the Jets.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Now he'll run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Ready, ready. Set, huh?
Now Love. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. Set.
To throw is Love. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Hut, hut.
On first down, it's Love. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest game.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Ready.
They'll run with Jacobs. And good work there by the defense. They stop him at the 9 to force 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This to grab a late lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
Red cycle. Here we go. Sit. Mega. Ready.
To throw, it's Rattler. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Rattler now back to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he will score. Kendre Miller. Touchdown, Saints. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here's first down.
Shot, 17. Here we go, here we go.
They'll go with Jacobs. Here's 2nd and 6.
Striker, 3-3, set, ready. Hut.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big game, and he picks up the first down.
We'll go play action with Love. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. On 2nd down, Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. That is caught! And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Well, a big play there and maybe a big break too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Rattler going for it all. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Let's go.
Throwing now is Rattler. That's caught by Miller. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's Rattler. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Check, huh?
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. He's got it. The Saints have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Here we go. Eat old blue. Hut, hut.
Here we go. One final play. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone. First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from the Superdome. This returnable from the 4. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
38.
First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
They will indeed go as they look to throw.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now the first carry for King Henry. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go again here with Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd and a yard. Play action now. Jackson. He'll try to run for it. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and it's Henry. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2. They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. It's up and good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. He'll start at the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rattler. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Odafe Owe bursting in and recording the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now Rattler gonna throw. He's across midfield. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Saints will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. Going up top and looking for Andrews. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. Here's a run. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Bateman is the motion man. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. On play action, here's Jackson. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Tucker for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Slide through.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
It's the pick number 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47.
Now they'll set up to throw. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. and there is a lot of room to operate.
Come on, set. Ready?
On the ground, this is Kendre Miller. Good running inside the 25. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Kendre Miller. Touchdown, New Orleans. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about, and they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. He fields it at the 8. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
In motion comes Andrews. A first down throw for Jackson. Off he goes. Lamar Jackson. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. You talk about a quarterback getting things done with his legs. Everything covered downfield, but they couldn't cover him as he went down the field for a touchdown.
Mike, sometimes as a defensive coordinator, you just can't prepare for everything. In this case, you have the play defended perfectly. Passing lanes are all taken away. Everyone in coverage is where they're supposed to be. So what does the quarterback do? He tucks the ball away, and he takes it the distance for 6.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
50 series. Black shot. Here we go, set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Shaheed with the catch.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
The motion man is Johnson.
Red, cycle. Six, mega. Watson, six. Dog red. Set, huh?
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got the connection there to Valdez-Scantling. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's into space past the 25. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rattler. Now a screen set up for Miller. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Rattler now back to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Juwan Johnson. Touchdown Saints.
You know, we spend so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, Jackson. A deep shot for Aguilar. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Aguilar goes off in motion. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On the option, they give it to Henry. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now Jackson, this a design run. Down to the 4, it'll be second and goal. A give right up the middle to Henry. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. Third and goal. They'll try and run, and here's Henry. Good blocking, and he's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. Extra point try now for Tucker. He's got it. And the Ravens go up by 7. 28-21. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
Okay, Frank.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Rattler. That's complete. It is Foster. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Ravens has it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, He attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
They're going to go right back to Henry. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll tuck it and take off. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Aguilar goes off in motion. Now inside the 25. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Ravens first down. They'll run it on first down with Henry. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he'll get beyond the marker before giving himself up. That's a first down. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. A dive, and he's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Throwing now is Rattler. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. Now, a big 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here's Rattler. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. The motion man is Johnson.
Edo Blue. Green Jack. Fight. Fight. Hut, hut.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his big target. That's Johnson. And he is going to have the Saints first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
Throwing is Rattler. He's got it inside the 5. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession. So they're still alive, but now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. 2nd and 11. Here's a give. Heading right, it's Henry. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back.
I dare you to run one more play. Dare you to.
More often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Black Ultra. Red Cycle. 6. Mega. Blaster. 6.
Here we go. One final play. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And this
Oh my God. Oh my God.
An extra point now to win the game.
Go for 2. Bro.
Unbelievable, Mike. I mean, what a game. What a finish.
No way. What a freaking catch, Johnson.
And now they are an
He want me to go for
extra
2.
point away from winning this game.
Bro.
So, all zeros on the clock. This
Bro, you got the
win.
Falcons as your band, bro. I can't even do it. You got the Falcons as your banner.
Taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one.
Oh my God.
A win for the Saints. This was a game where both offenses were up and down
Bro.
the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other.
Nah,
Point
bro.
in the end. got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was
In the last 3
difference in this
seconds,
one.
bro, he snagged.
And
Last 3 seconds, he snags on 4 people
for our entire team.
to win the
I'm Mike
game.
Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL.
Oh
on
my
EA
gosh. What
The
a
Saints
catch.
are winners. As we say, so long from New Orleans.
4 touchdowns to win. 3 seconds on the clock. Game winner right here, bro. And he wanted me to go for it. Bro, no, there's no way he catches this right here. My boy Johnson with the catch right here, bro. On 4 people. Look how many people guarding this dude. Bro. And they missed the ball. To win the game, bro. No way. This is like my second. This is one of my greatest all-time games to come back. One of my greatest all-time comebacks. My last one, I had 16 seconds on the clock and I was down 10 points. This game, I was down 15 with like a minute left. Bro, what a catch, dude. That's that stuff I'm talking about, man. Nah, this wild. Ain't no way that just happened. Ain't no way that just happened, bro. Spencer Rattler with the pass, though, man. Credits to the passer, man. What a ball. I really just threw that because I knew he really was supposed to be in the open, like, he was supposed to be open right there. Instead, I threw a lob. This sucker in the air. Hung in the air for like 5 seconds. Good 5 seconds, bro. No way. Snags on 4 people. If this clip don't go viral, bro, I know something. I need a 1 million views on this video I'm finna post. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Y'all not hitting game winners like me. I'm just keeping a buck with you, man. This last 3 seconds. I ain't never seen nobody do it. Not on Madden. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one up there, man. Ain't no way. I'm gonna have to put together a couple compilation videos of me game winning, you know what I'm saying, drives. That was crazy. That was crazy. The craziest game I ever had, ever. Not even gonna lie. Hey, like, comment, subscribe, man. Video will be dropping soon. Whole lot of bangers. Yeah, as you can see, I got bangers waiting to load up. They loading, waiting to be dropped. Like, comment, subscribe, man.